Viewer discretion is advised.
If you feeling like a pimp, niggas gon' pimp.
Awesome sauce. It's time to testify. Testify. How y'all doing? It's Wednesday night. Thank you all for joining the show. This is Awesome Sauce Radio. I'm your mentally undeveloped party host, Lionel Wonders, the comic pimp. I hope you're all having an amazing, blessed, abundant Wednesday night. I want to, before we get into sponsorships and all that, apologize. There was no show last night. I know this is usually Tuesday and Wednesdays, but I'm having reconstruction done on the house that I live in. So I had to take night off so the hardwood floors can be put in the house. So we'll be back to twice a week next week. And next week we have some great guests coming. It's going to be awesome to the motherfucking sauce. Now, before we hopefully bring my guest in and talk some really, really cool stuff tonight, I would like to thank some of my sponsors. I would like to thank Big Apple Comic Con. Big Apple Comic Con will be coming to New York City back soon, hopefully this time at the New Yorker Hotel. I hope everyone had a good time at the Tangram Mall at Cosmic Con last week. But for all your Big Apple Comic Con needs, go to bigapplecc.com. Tell them Blind Anonymous sent you. And we're going to be rocking all, because I know Mr. Carbonaro's got a something cool planned soon. Love you, Mikey. Also want to thank the Exotica Expo. Exotica Expo returns to Miami July 14th through the 16th at the Airport Convention Center. Go to www.exoticaexpo.com where they're going to have porn stars and orgies, fetish parties, swinger parties. And you need to learn how to spice up your life. Women getting free on Friday. So go to exoticaexpo.com. Tell them Blind Amount I sent you. I have to make some phone calls to the airlines myself to see if I'm going. Also, I want a big shout out to Comics Exposure. Comic Exposure is a New York-based retailer. They deal with a lot of exclusive covers. They have an amazing omnibus sale going on right now, so go to comicexposure.com and check them out. Also want to thank Bad Dragon. Bad, B-A-D-Dragon. Bad Dragon is the official sex toy distributor for Awesome Sauce Radio. They have amazing stuff. So check them out. They got attachis, wands, dildos, mugs, hoodies. They have cock rings, because Andy Cockwadoo. Bad-dragon.com. Also want to give a shout out to Hive Comics. www.hive-comics.com. Fucking Hyphen. Thanks and stuff. But they get a World Tree 33 variant. Issue 2, the second print by Joseph Fanny, which is a shared exclusive with Bird City Comics. It's awesome. Check out all the variant goodness from Hive Comics. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. Now, before we bring in the guest and have fun tonight, I got two questions. One, why does it look like Crisis on Infinite Earths when I opened up my fucking window this morning? The skies are orange, like bright orange and red from all the smoke coming from Canada. So please be safe if you have breathing conditions and you live in the New York City area. Just it's the end of days out there, yo. Dogs and cats living together, having orgies, orange and red skies. The multiverse is collapsing upon itself. I don't know, man. Second, why the fuck do women watch Discovery ID? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. There's this murder porn that they show on the Oxygen Network, and it fucking angers me. I hung out with my mom yesterday to have some good quality mother-son time, and it was just she watched hours upon hours of secret and murder and blah 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 and skinwalkers and ghosts and murder and oh my god. I hate Discovery ID almost as much as I hate Cars for Kids at this point. But Captain Mega is the guest here yet?
No guess, sir.
All right, no James yet.
Usual shenanigans.
So basically, while we're waiting, I may have to send him a message in a minute or check my phone in a minute, and I do apologize for that. But all kidding aside, as far as the smoke goes, please be careful, because it's been affecting me on and off all day. I also want to say that one of the topics I want to bring up with my guest when he gets here. Well, I'm going to bring it up with Al right now. You aware that Ezra Miller is doing a signing via Celebrity Authentics and CDC?
Oh, really? And what is he going to sign with? He's going to choke you or something?
I don't know. Maybe it's his mind control. That mind control pen he's got.
Holy shit. He's from the future. That's why they won't convict him.
I don't know, man, but the signature fee I thought was kind of high.
How much is it?
It's like $300.
What?
Yeah,
that's gonna pay for his court cases and shit. That's why.
Maybe. I mean, so if you wind up going for it, does that make you a scumbag? I'm really, because he's the most hated man in Hollywood right now. The way I see it, or he's up there.
Well, who hates him? Because not the execs that he's going to be making that money for it when that movie drop.
Yeah, but I also hear that a lot of people are, still upset with the fact that he's in that movie, and still trying to figure out why other people in Hollywood who were wrongfully accused and then exonerated.
Well, you know why, Adam? You know why? But we don't want to get you canceled like they try to do Kanye because you don't got Kanye money.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly where your mind's going with it, and maybe we'll have a post-production meeting to figure out how to word it to a way that doesn't get us canceled, but we can still.
Yeah, it's not that. Just to have a conversation, with not pointing fingers at no particular group. That not insinuating that, but just
exactly
the machine itself. The
machine itself is stuck and broken.
Yeah, the machine is grimy, man.
Also, this is my my Wild Bill Soda's mug. One of the greatest things ever. Check out Wild Bill Soda. Get yours.
Well, is that what you hide in your book bag every time you go to a convention to get free drinks?
Hey, man. One of these days, I have no problem buying a second mug, because normally I always forget when they are at a convention, like at the Exoticas, I always forget to bring it.
Yeah, that's a giant ass mug. You should put meat in it, Adam. Put some meat in it.
That's just gross, brother.
Thor would get very upset with you right now for calling his drink gross.
What was he calling that? Nothing gross. Just wouldn't be my cup of tea. So another thing that's upsetting me, is why can't we just give Justin Roiland his job back? I mean, he was found not guilty of everything. Everything was thrown out. And still, everything that the poor guy built with Dan Harden down the tubes because of idiots. Because we can't be innocent to proven fucking guilty no more in this goddamn country.
Yeah.
Seriously.
100, Adam. You're not allowed to.
No clue. I mean, I never thought when you see, you ever see the movie The Breakfast Club?
Yep.
Like one of the greatest movies of all time with Molly Ringwald, who's now a gilf. And the principal. And there's that one scene where the principal and the janitor are having this conversation. And the principal says, I quote, you know what keeps you awake at night is one day these kids will be taking care of me in my old age. Now, as a kid, I always wanted to be Bender. But now I'm like the principal because what scares me now is these kids who everyone gets a trophy, God forbid you triggered and you offend any of them. No one has tough skin no more. God forbid, as a comedian, I don't know what to say on stage no more. Because you just get canceled. No one knows how to just take a joke and shut the fuck up. And it scares me that these kids growing up now, when I'm 75, 80, God willing, I make it that long, are going to be taking care of me when I'm asking for my nurse for Viagra in the nursing home.
They're not going to be helping you, bro. It's going to be robots and AI. You're going to have a robo-twat to play with.
That's a scary thought within itself.
Make sure you charge the batteries. If it tightens up, you're stuck.
That means we'll finally have the one thing that those assholes that Justin's promised me that I want right now: robot maids.
But you want it shaped like Rosie?
I'm not necessarily saying that. But just I would want I would actually like a robot maid. Anyone knows me, I hate doing house chores with a fucking passion.
So you gotta get your robot maid, and that's it. Well, it'll be pimp those and his robot.
See you when I see you. Period. Whenever you want to come in. Period. Thanks.
Tell your guests that you may have to give them a beating if they ever late again. That's what I know. That's how you do business, bro. You're a gangster.
Yes.
Pimp those Pacino. Would you have a kid at his age?
I'm Captain Pippuccino. Do you have cappuccino for my butthole?
Bro, would you have a kid at Pacino's age?
I don't know about.
Adam has frozen. I don't know if he's still at the hotel. Adam has frozen, ladies and gentlemen. There's an alien attack in Jersey right now. They're landing. V. Look out your windows, folks. What are those things? Like 6 of them. With a beam. I think Pimto snapped too early. Pimptos. Ladies and gentlemen, Pimptos will be back. Thank you for being tuned in to Awesome Sauce Radio. Blind Adam will be back in a moment. He is currently experiencing technical difficulties. Adam will be right back. Just give him a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Adam is getting sexy for ya. In a moment. to return and put the pimp ham of doom down on y'all. Welcome to Awesome Sauce Radio. Brand new shows every Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST on YouTube. Awesome Sauce Radio. Subscribe now. Ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo will be back in a moment. He is experiencing technical difficulties. Blind Dad will be in the room momentarily. He's just changing his enema. Subscribe to Awesome Sauce Radio. Brand new shows every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube at 8 p.m. EST. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Blind Adam will be on momentarily. He's experiencing technical difficulties and changing his enema. You are now watching Awesome Sauce Radio. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Blind Adam will be on in a moment.
Hey man, it's Kevin Smith here to say we're getting motherfuckers paid and laid on Awesome Sauce Radio, man. Blind Adam, the comic pimp, is hashtag Awesome Sauce, and he wants to know, what if Brody Trish, the dish, and Renee had a threesome in Mallrats. Something I never once thought about, but could have like worked in the plot because Trish was writing the sex book, taking out of consideration her age and stuff. But that was part of the plot. Hadn't thought about that. It took Blind Adam to make me see that I'm not as good a screenwriter as I thought I was. I missed that one, that low-hanging fruit. Damn it. Well, there is a sequel, Twilight of the Mallrats, so don't be surprised if I steal that idea.
Sorry about that.
All right.
You back in?
Yep. Ow!
I'm back. Tell him sorry.
All right. Everyone, sorry about that. The internet in my house went dead, and I lost everything for a few minutes, and I do apologize.
Yeah, just to remind you where you were at, you were talking about how that day that you were changing your diaper in the bathroom.
Was I a kid?
No, at the convention last week.
No. All right. See, I was also checking on a guest.
Adam, your guest lost internet too. That's what happened. Don't you
You
worry.
lost internet too?
They're interrupting with the magnetic field right now.
All right. Well, not with everything else going on in the world.
They're in Jersey, the aliens. They're right above you.
Yeah, they're going to take me to their planet.
Yeah, man. Let's not talk about.
Everyone check out Hive Comics. Hive-Comics. Tell them why I upset them. They got some great variants. I'm going to give him one more text. Text James.
What do you want to say to James?
Hey, brother, comma. Did you get the link? Question mark. Was having
Are you
some...
gonna fart, comma?
What?
It says,
Send. That's it.
did you get the link? I was having some technical issues. What? Send it?
Yes.
Done.
You seen it? Okay, Doug. So, you know what? If I have to recycle some of the photos when he comes back on, I don't care. With everything that's been going on this week, for starters, I got a good bill of health from the doctor. So everyone has sent me positive vibes and prayers and kind words. Thank you. There's no change in the white blood cell count, thank God. So, I got a good clean bill of health with the leukemia into September. So that's always good. Get house construction and, but I saw Spider-Verse. And Across the Spider-Verse was fucking epic. It was amazing. It's one of the best comic book and one of the best animated movies I've seen in a while. And, let's see. I'm going to say this. Just spoilers. We're going to be doing spoilers. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, hey, what are you waiting for? It's already been out for days, almost a week. And secondly, stop what you're doing, get a ticket and go see it. We're going to watch Beyond Wednesdays. Wait a little bit. Tell Brian McClay and the boys, I by now sent you because they're my brother podcast. Tell them I'm going to get them laid soon. and Biggie Boom 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 Boogie Bang, yeah. And but I really liked the way it opened up with Spider Gwen. Haley Steinfeld as Spider Gwen, I thought was amazing. It played a lot in from the first 6 issues of her origin. I also really dug all the stuff with Miles. I mean, they took a bullshit 1980s spoof character like the Spot and turned him into a badass. You know, really dug it. You know, I did like that some of the live action little clips that. Please, I hope Sony is not trying to do a live action Miles or live action Gwen. This trilogy is just, I think it'll go down in history as a great Spider-Man trilogy of movies. The fucking cameos and the Easter eggs, I'm still trying to figure out all that. You know, one of the spec plays I'd like to bring, if you could bring up the first real picture for tonight.
Wait, Adam. I just want to let you know they have selected Ellen to be Poison Ivy in the next movie.
Ellen? Poison Ivy? What the fuck are you talking, dude?
And Calamity says, "What's up?"
What's up, Calamity?
And the picture's on the screen.
All right, this is one of the books that this is Marvel Tales number 71. This reprints Amazing Spider-Man 90, The Death of Captain Stacy. Now, when they were talking about all the canon stuff, this is the one event, and they even called it Earth 90 to reference the comic book issue. This is the canon that they did, and they even spliced in comic book pages into the animation for it. When it was well done. And then I like they show the Andrew Garfield scene of where the comic happened in the movie. So I really think Marvel Tales is a cheap way to collect Amazing Spider-Man from this era. And, a lot of this stuff, excuse me, is cheap, and I think it has a lot of meat on the bone. Another spec book, and this is one of my joys out of the entire movie, by the way, was Mayday Parker. Mayday Parker, I wish they would have did comic book accurate instead of the baby infant toddler that they did in the movie, but she was still really enjoyable and cute. But bring in the next picture, please. This is What If 105.
Yeah, it's up.
Nice. I actually don't know why this book doesn't go for more money-wise. This has always been a tough book for the last 20-something years. What If 105, the first Mayday Parker. And this is the book for a while, Spider-Girl, that could not die at Marvel. They went like through 2-3 volumes, something like that. Every time it was getting canceled, it was getting fan saved. And it still holds up. And even all the individual issues are cheap. But I think What If 105 is a book to be hunting for. And compared to like First Miles, there's Spider-Gwen. It's not Amazon, shut the fuck up. It's not, Miles Morales cheap, but it's still affordable. And I really thought they really went out of the way to make Spider-Man 2099 a douchebag. It kind of, especially when really telling Miles that he's a mistake and you verbally abusing him. He's cool. The look looks great. It just doesn't feel like the Mikhail of the books. I'm going to send my guest one more text and drink another sip of water. For some reason, my throat is fucking dry and shit. And no pot comments from the peanut gallery from you or from Calamity. I know you're in the chat making fun, you bitch. Calamity will be back next week. Next Wednesday, he'll be back on the show, and then you'll get to hear about Cars for Kids and 7-Eleven.
Speech on. Press home to unlock. Button. Dot. Safari. Messages. One unread message. Messages. Conversation. James High. Unread. No, it's just a link to StreamYard.
Did you send Calamity your signed underwear like he asked for last week?
Messages. Close messages.
My guest is claiming that it's not. I'm not sending him. It's not sending him a link. It's just sending him something to the main page of StreamYard.
You sent on the link I sent you. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's weird. Text James.
What do you want to say to James?
Hey, brother, comma. Sorry about that. Must be a technical glitch. Period. Let's just reschedule. So sorry about that.
Yeah, that should work. It's the same one you came in with, so.
That must be a technical glitch. Let's just reschedule. So sorry about that. Send it.
Yes.
Done.
Nah, because I've had the issue before where it's done this. Because I'm sending him the link that you sent me straight from the email you
Yeah.
sent me. And it's being a pain in the ass.
You should include, tell me the email and I'll take care of it next time.
Yep. All right.
You are on 105?
What if 105, man? It's a great book. Now, once again, go to Hive Comics for all your variant needs. You should check out their World Tree 33 by Just Freddy variant, which dropped last week, which was limited to 500. The next 2 books I really, really think that have potential to blow up, as they were both in the movie. One was prominently featured, one not so much, but Spider-Girl #1, which is Mayday Parker's second appearance, and it launched a series that lasted 100 plus issues, and then went to Amazing Spider-Girl. And the other book that I really, really super like is Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #1. And this introduces Annie Parker, the other Spider-Girl that was in that Spider Society somewhere, which I'm still digging through Easter eggs. So these are cheap. These are like $10 and under. I think the Spider-Girl one only cost up to about $15. Great books to read too. I kind of wish Marvel would go back and just give us everything that they gave us in Renew Your Vows and current Spider-Man, instead of the bullshit we got last week. I read Amazing Spider-Man 26, and I want to smack Seb Wells like a little bitch. I mean, I may stop reading Amazing Spider-Man until Zeb Wells is off the book. Not sure yet. But there was no reason to
decision.
like that.
But it's a corporate decision. You can't blame the writer for following orders, you know?
That is very true.
The guy got to get a check, man. And corporate says, I want you to kill this and fuck Peter. So at the end of the day, it's not the writer that hates Peter, but Marvel. I guess
It seems like corporate Marvel likes to butt fuck Spider-Man up the ass as much as possible in the last 5-6 years.
Well, they want to kill Peter. They want to remove Peter as the Spider-Man out of people's memory and just move forward with this new generation of Spider folk.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like they're doing that great with this current generation of Spider folk at times either.
Well, they are picking.
I love Miles. Miles Morales is a great character. I love the series. But between 2011 and now, his series has been rebooted 1, 2, 3, at least 5 times.
Jeez.
And then again, reboots is just renumbering is just a phase of comics I hate anyways, but that's besides the point. Once again, I'm going to give a big shout out to Hive Comics. Please check them out. I apologize that technology didn't allow James to come on tonight. Much love. Shit happens, and I do apologize. Apologize and testify. But across the Spider-Verse, I loved it. I still haven't had the balls to try the Spider-Man Whopper yet. Only because it looks really super messy. And I don't trust drive-thru to not fuck my order up. But I may it's started the 21st. I may actually go grab grab Calamity or grab someone else to work the camera. I may go to the Burger King in Times Square and get myself a Spider-Man Whopper and do a taste test on here for the podcast. Not sure yet. But it's a great time to be a Spider-Man fan. And in the next Pip in the Long Box, which you can read exclusively on Comic Crusaders, the greatest news source in all comic books, I will give a list of books and other collectibles, as well as some good porno parodies, for you to invest your time and money in. Yeah. Because there is a live-action Spider-Gwen, played by Blake Blossom. Google Blake Blossom with Spider-Gwen, and you'll see the sexy, the breastest, the most amazing woman to ever portray Spider-Gwen on God's green earth, Blake Blossom. Testify. Recognize. Yeah. Now,
Calamity says you could put that beef in your mouth.
You know what? Calamity, go fuck yourself. I said it.
I want you to take him to the red stairs and do the clothesline move, bro.
No. In honor of the Iron Sheik, God rest your soul, Iron Sheik. Thank you for the memories.
R.I.P.
Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, then this is a sad day because, Mister, I will put you in the camel clutch, break your fucking back, fuck you on ass, make you humble. I put Mark in the camel clutch and then I'll throw him off the red stairs into a pretzel cart. And then I'll go buy all the pretzels because pretzels are the shit.
And in honor of Iron Sheik, we need to say, fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan.
Just in honor of him.
Hang on, what? But you know what? In other news, and things that make me go, what the fuck? Celebrity Authentics and CGC are doing an Ezra Miller signing.
You're not gonna go?
No, actually, it's just like a sentence. Show the poster.
Don't you want to go?
No, it's something where you can't go. It's you got to mail your stuff in.
There you go. It's on screen. The poster.
Thanks.
So you're gonna send everything to Ezra? He might steal it. Be careful.
I don't know. Ezra may groom it. I don't know. But his signature fee is $300, which It's not Robert Downey Jr. high. Because I know when Robert Downey Jr. did his signing like a year or two ago, it was $750. But that's $50 higher than Chris Evans. That's, who's a standout human being. I think I know Jeremy Renner was doing a signing with my boys over at the Swallow. And Jeremy Renner was only $175. I know some of these celebrity signings are like high as far as pricey. And my thing is, if you're a fan of some of these actors, you want to get something signed, it's awesome that they do this. But I'm conflicted with this one. There's a part of me that wants to do this as an investment and offer this to my customers. Is saying yes. But the part of me that doesn't want to support Ezra Miller is saying no. Because Ezra Miller is not the first scumbag in Hollywood history. I'm going to drop some history on people.
But he's the first one that recently could still keep his job.
Elvis Presley kept his job.
We're talking about right now.
That's true. I know that, but I want everyone to look it up. Because Elvis Presley was 28, and he was stuck in Priscilla when Priscilla was 14. Look it up. Look it up on Google. I'm not lying about this. Babe Ruth, who was the greatest person to ever play for the Yankees. Thank you, Boston. Greatest thing that New York City ever stole from Boston, Babe Ruth. He was a whore, and he was stuck in 14-year-olds. Once again, I'm not condoning this. I'm not condemning this. I'm not endorsing this. I'm just saying, I still trying to figure out, as society, how from like 1930s, 40s, 50s, up to maybe the 1980s, everyone just turned a blind eye to this shit happening. But now everyone's a warrior. Everyone's an SJW. Everyone goes woke or go broke. Everyone, like I said, I'm not endorsing this at all. Not my style. But I want to know if he was that big of a criminal. And he's really guilty of everything he says, because God forbid if we're innocent until proven guilty in this country anymore. Read the Constitution, douchebags. It's in there. Innocent to proven guilty. But not today. Not in the social media age. No, we're not. Everyone has pitchforks and it cancels you. And granted, he did choke a bitch. There was video evidence of Ezra Miller choking some bitch, being high on something. I've seen that footage. And maybe buy 2 copies of Flash 324. The episode where the Flash, Barry Allen, breaks the Reverse Flash's neck by choking him to death. Look it up. Great book. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to spend $300 as a Miller's autograph. Even though I could probably get that shit slabbed in a 9.8. Turn around and get like $1,000 for it. But there's better ways to make $1,000. Hookers and cocaine. 2 blue chip investments that will never go out of style. Hookers and cocaine. You can make that money with hookers and cocaine. Yeah. Cocaine in the brain. Can't go wrong with cocaine in the brain. One of the last comic book investment picks of the night, and the one thing I'm the most excited for when it comes to the Flash movie is Michael Keaton as returning the Batman.
Batman.
And about last year, a year ago, whatever it was, Batman put out a comic book based in the Batman 89 movie universe. And I'm still surprised at how affordable these books are. Like I said, you know what? This is a great book. It's, a lot of fun. But compared to the Batman movie adaptation, which is the first appearance of the Michael Keaton Batman in comics, this you can find for $5 or less. And there's even a really cool Francesco Mattina Michael Keaton variant, which I will show next week. And it's worth grabbing. But I'm super excited to see Michael Keaton on the screen again. I'm looking forward to seeing General Zod and Supergirl. I think this movie's gonna have a shit ton of cameos, and it was also written by the same people that gave us Across the Spider-Verse. I just want to say that there is an early screening of The Flash at AMC theaters across the country this upcoming Monday. The AMC on 65th Street is stale me because it's sold out, so fuck them. I'm sorry if I'm sounding nasally and my throat's a little dry. It's because the world's ending. All the smoke is coming from Canada because the world's burning. But my advice with the way everything's going on in the world, and I said just live one day at a time. And if you have a dream, go chase it. You just might catch it. Because life is short, life is sweet. You gotta do what makes you happy while you can and while you're healthy. Once again, please check out Hive Comics, hive-comics.com. I'm gonna work on getting them back on the show in the future when they'll have like good links. Because I don't know what the fuck happened. I apologize for that commercial, that interruption in the middle. My dad was pulling wires, and he decided to pull out the internet cable while I was live. I think he's watching.
That's what family's for.
Yeah. He did apologize. He didn't want me to tell the audience that he was, crashing. He wasn't watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania right now. I would bring him on here so I can make fun of him, but I want him to stay comfortable. This house project is driving us all nuts. But we're gonna keep this short and sweet this week. I'm slowly losing my voice for some reason. Remember, you don't need sight to have a vision. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. Keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. Once again, I'd like to thank Big Apple Comic Con, the Exotica Expo, Comics Exposure, Bad Dragon, Sapphire Gentlemen's Club, Torpedo Comics, Miss Michaela Cox, Maya Romero, of course, Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. For all your comic book news, go to comiccrusaders.com. You try the rest, now try the best. Leave Al Big a hate mail. He loves that.
You can send it to the Blind Adam app.
I love you all, Blind Adam out.
Like a pimp.